Hi everyone, it's Bobbi-Jo and welcome to my home, and I have to apologize first and foremost. I have not been active and I should be. So I'm going to try to make changes. I have been active reading though, I will tell you that. But I will be trying to get more posts up this month. So what did I read this month? I'm just going to do a quick wrap up. Then I'll give you my TBR for the month. Not going to do a lot of review type things because that would take a lot of time. But I will be doing a review on a couple of these books in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned for that. If you're wondering what a certain book is, like a deeper dive into what it is, I will have the list of links below that you can go on to Goodreads and read the synopsis on there. So the first one that I finished reading was 1Q84. Finally finished it. I'm so glad I did. It was a good book. It's just with Haruki Murakami, he has the tendency to be lengthy, very descriptive. So yeah, it took me a while to get that book done. Plus it was one of those books that I had all access to all the time, so it kind of takes the back burner a little bit. So, and it was what, I think it was like around, I know it was 1,000 pages at least. So that had a rating of 4 out of 5 for me. The Memory Police, this one here was a little bit odd. I did not really see the point of it. But anyways, I'm going to discuss that. I think that I'll make that one of my videos. If I don't, just so you know, it was a 1.5 out of 5 for me, so it was lacking. Nobody Wants Your... this is a self-help book kind of thing where they help you lower the amount of stuff that you have and talk you through. But to me, it was pretty much the death cleaning book there that I watched one other time, and it got a 2 out of 5 for me. It didn't do anything new. So Babel, the second time I read that, but I wanted to do it audio wise, and of course it did not disappoint. Gave it a 4 out of 5. Do still love that book, but I prefer the visual version better. It's just, I felt that I could take things in a little bit better with that. Foe, this is a Canadian author, and it left me thinking at the end. It was not extraordinary writing. It was just the concept and the look that it gave into relationships. And yeah, so it really, at the end, I didn't know what. Anyways, I won't give anything away, but it's 3.5 out of 5 for me. I think I rounded it up to a 4 on Goodreads. Starving Saints, finished that one. It was, it was. I gave it a 3 out of 5. If you like horror and graphic horror, this might be the thing for you. The Long Game, that is the sequel to Heated Rivalry. I think it's a sequel, or it's the next like section for the two hockey players. So I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I did not think it was as good as the first book. Small Boat, this one I gave a 4.5 out of 5. This gave me a deeper understanding of people that are refugees trying to get across the channel between France and Great Britain. That's what's interesting. It was very interesting to me, and I don't want to give a lot away, but it was interesting about how people living, dealing with it every day, their outlook on things, and also the outlook of the people that are going through it and trying to get there and why they're trying to get there. So it was very, very enlightening. And it gave me a better understanding, because they say across the pond, but it's a big ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. And it seems so far away when you're watching it on the news, and it's not really, it's kind of just, you're just listening to it. And I found this book kind of gave me a better appreciation of things. The Sirens, I had a 3.5 out of 5 for that one. I did like it. It wrapped up at the end that I don't, the type of wrap up I don't like, where everything is perfect and you've got nothing. I like to be pondering at the end of the book, leaving something for the reader to ponder and think about whether or not something happened and things like that. But otherwise it was a pretty good book. It's a fantasy, and it is a different concept of a fantasy for sure. So I really like that. Now, what am I reading, or what am I going to try to read tonight, this month? I'm going to try to read 107 Days, the Kamala Harris book. I've never read a political book before, so I'm curious of how, like I've read memoirs, like for the Trudeau, Pierre Trudeau and things like that, but I've never read kind of a political thing, especially from the US. So I'm curious about that, so I want to read it. Pachinko, I've been wanting to read for a while, and yeah, it's due. I need to read it. It's been on my list forever. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. No, I have not read it. I understand I should have, but I have not yet. And Alchemy of Secrets. I'm not sure what that's about, but I think it's a fantasy if I remember correctly, but it was on my A to Z challenge, so I figured I'd pick that up. The King's Messenger, again, not sure what it is, so I'll have to check the links below too. Who Has Seen the Wind? This is part of, it's on the list for the Read Across Canada challenge that I'm doing, and so it is a Canadian author, so I'm looking forward to that. And The Librarian of Crooked Lane, that is I'm trying to do one Kindle a month at least, so that's my one Kindle this month. So I have, yeah, I'm trying to lower the amount of books because I'm trying to read more visual this year. And I'm doing well for my Goodreads, for my challenge on Goodreads, where I'm only entering the ones that are visual. So I have 7 out of the 50 books that I want to read. So I got to catch up for sure. But we'll see how we do. We're 14% in, so it's still early. Anyways, I will let you guys go, and thank you very much for stopping by and putting up with my not being here, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.